All right, so let's begin the next upcoming news that we've got here. So let's talk about some more important things as we speak about youngsters that Arsenal are linked with. We also spoke about a lot of youngsters being linked with Arsenal. Arsenal wanting Mika Berath. They got him since him leaving from Fulham. So now let's talk about Calvin Ramsey. Calvin Ramsey is a new favourite of the Premier League teams. Manchester United, Arsenal, and Aston Villa are all after this youngster. It's been reported by Ekrem Konur. So, a Scotland Youth International is being wanted by a lot of teams. He's actually broken into the first team setup at Aberdeen. 18-year-old is a really interesting kind of a player. He has 6 assists from right back. Yes, he's a right back. 6 assists. My God, that's crazy, man. And he's not the first fullback, Scottish fullback. Villa have been linked in the recent times, as well as Aaron Hickey has also been linked to move with a move towards Villa Park as well. But there are lots of reports that are coming from Aston Villa as well. So let's see. So Premier League teams are wanting Calvin Ramsey. So let's see if they are going to get Calvin Ramsey or not. That's the only time will tell, and I will let you know if things will change. So finally, Steve Bruce has been sacked by Newcastle. That's one of the news of the day, if you ask me. Which is a very, it was not. It was always coming in. I mean, but well, you know what's wrong? The kind of players that Newcastle are getting linked with, and the kind of coaches that they're getting linked. That's not very promising. So let's see, who would they bring in at Newcastle? Will it be a very big name, or will it be a small name? What happens? We'll see what happens. Well, moving on, Arsenal duo Matteo Guendouzi and William Saliba have made into Ligue 1 Team of the Week. You can see Matteo Guendouzi and of course William Saliba both, and of course their teammate Paul Lopez, all three Marseille players. Oh wait, there's one more. There's Dimitri Payet as well. 4 Marseille players have been named into the Ligue 1 Team of the Week, and of course William Saliba and Matteo Guendouzi, they're really killing it at the moment at Marseille. Moving on, let's talk about Jack Wilshere on Instagram. So Jack Wilshere shares these images and with the caption, really enjoyed being part of the Arsenal Academy Under 17 coaching team last night in the London Cup. Thought the boys were brilliant and played some really good football. Looking forward to being involved more. Well, I'm looking forward to Jack Wilshere getting involved and getting his coaching badges done. And of course, you know, this is the sort of thing that should motivate Jack Wilshere more. He's going to be a very good, inspirational young coach. I must admit that he could be. Why not? Why not? Yeah. I mean, the successes that he could not achieve as a footballer, he might achieve as a coach in the future for sure. Why not? Albert Sambi Lokonga on his error against Crystal Palace says, I want to play the next game as quickly as possible. When you play a game like this, you are hungry inside because I made a mistake. I want to play the next game as quickly as possible to change everything. It is difficult because we have to analyze the mistakes. I think the goals we considered are from 2 mistakes. One of them mine as well. It is an area where I cannot lose the ball. So it is difficult to speak about the goals when I made a mistake. I think apart from the goal, we did not do well in terms of quality. Simple things. So it is difficult to say that we started the game well. I think after the goal, we relaxed too much. We had to look for the second goal. We had to put more pressure on them, and we did not. That's the part. That's the thing. We did not. That answers a lot of questions, isn't it? So moving on. So Thierry Henry was asked who was the best player that he's played ever with, and of course Thierry would not have answered anything else. Many people, were thinking Lionel Messi. He should have definitely spoken about Lionel Messi, but no, it was Dennis Bergkamp. So he was on the panel of CBS Champions League show fielding quick-fire questions with Jamie Carragher and Mika Richards. So host Kate Abdo asked him, best player you played alongside? Thierry Henry said, Dennis Bergkamp. Before Kate Abdo replied, not Messi, Henry stood firm on his answer, saying, Dennis Bergkamp. Is it quick-fire? Dennis Bergkamp. Well, of course, Dennis Bergkamp is the player that Thierry Henry rates as his best ever teammate that he's played with. And that's why you love Thierry Henry, man. That's why I love Thierry Henry. I mean, he's the reason why I'm an Arsenal fan. He's the reason why I'm a football fan as well. So Thierry Henry makes honest Mikel Arteta claim about Arsenal's chance of qualifying for Europe because Thierry Henry believes there's no way he can do it. So he was also asked about will Arsenal qualify for at least Europa League from this season's Premier League campaign. Carragher and Mika Richards said yes. However, Thierry Henry said no, not with what I saw recently. So, well, I think it's fair. It's fair the way we are playing. It's a draw, true. The season is long, true. But these sort of performances don't get you Europe. It gets you mid-table. If you want, you got to get into you got to get those 3 points. You got to get those three points. Come on. So Patrick Vieira spoke about the tactical thinking behind the late substitutions he made. Olisa came in. The players. Also, Edward came out as well. So there's a reason why Patrick Vieira did it. To understand it, I think we need to understand what Arsenal were trying to do and what Patrick Vieira was trying to counteract as well. So Patrick said it was a really challenging first 15 minutes, but after that we controlled the game quite well. This is why the draw hurts because of the performance that we had today. I'm really disappointed for my players because they played well. They showed a lot of character and personality. They played high and we managed to win the ball. And about the tactical thinking behind his side. So he says, I know that Odson could play on the left hand side because he has played that position before with the French national team. He was really good. The front three worked hard and they showed quality on the ball. I think we showed that we are a squad and there are players on the bench that can play at that level. And that is really good for us. On the left hand side we had Tierney, who was giving the width and he was giving us a lot of problems. So we went with the back five and had four midfielders really tight. At the end, outside of Tierney's chance, they did not create much. Even if you look at the way we conceded the second goal, it was unlucky. But again, that shows we still need to improve in a lot of parts of our game. So you see, Arsenal could create only via Tierney, and apart from that, no one looked like they could penetrate. I mean, it was a back five and with a four-man midfield. I swear to God, only Benteke was the one who was allowed to roam freely, if there ever was a chance for him to do that. So Arsenal need to understand that if they are to break, they need someone who's a skillful guy, who cuts inside, who uses his skill, wins fouls, wins penalties, something like that. They need something like that, and apparently no one's doing that at the moment. So moving on, yes, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain would be actually a good asset if a move is sealed towards Arsenal. That is according to Arsenal legend Michael Thomas. So what did he have to say? He says, Oxlade-Chamberlain made the choice to go and join a great club with great players. He has had his ups and downs just like at Arsenal. What he needs is to stay injury free and get games in the centre of the park. He brings a lot of power and pace in there. You combine that with tactical know-how and experience and that could be a great asset. I am a fan. So let's see how things will really turn out to be. But Ian Wright had things to say about how he's so happy with Aaron Ramsdale. So here's what he said. He said, the save he made from Gallagher in the first half, I'm not joking, right? You actually see him take a peek over the bodies before getting across to it. I've got to say I'm so happy with him. He's made some saves where it's clear he's getting better. Some of his passing too. We're talking about a 24-year-old who's already had 2 seasons in the Premier League. Yes, he went down, but the experience he's had can only make him better. He's in the first team at 24 and been with England. We probably don't get him if we didn't go down, so it's a blessing. He's the number 1 for me without any doubt. So it's pretty much clear. About the game, here's what Ian Wright had to say. He said, Crystal Palace were brilliant even without Zaha. They should have won that game. They were more organized and invigorated. They knew that they had us on the run. The way we started the game, I thought, here we go. But we just can't force ourselves on the opposition. We stopped closing down and we backed off. Palace could have been in front at halftime. Arsenal were very fortunate in that game. They backed off. It almost felt for me that they were hoping Palace could misplace a pass rather than harrying and rushing players into mistakes. Why are we sitting back and letting them come onto you? Yeah, true, 100%. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So Arsenal could launch a bid for Luka Jovic in the summer, but the Serbian would have to take a pay cut. From to accommodate his wages at Arsenal. Yeah, sorry. Enough of the jokes for tonight. But moving on, it looks like if Alex Lacazette leaves, Inter Milan is ready to offer him a 3-year contract, according to certain details. Now, according to an outlet, Inter Live, they feature a story saying that despite having strong pieces in their attack, the Nerazzurri would continue to look for good opportunities in the market. Lacazette could be one of them. 3-year contract where he'd make 4.5 million euros per season after tax. That's a very good offer. If I was Lacazette, I'd consider it for sure. But Galatasaray are waiting for an answer to make a decision over Mohamed Elneny. Yes, Galatasaray are waiting Arsenal to make a transfer decision over the future of Mohamed Elneny, according to Fanatic. According to the source, Arsenal gave the Lions the green light to push ahead with preliminary talks. But if that's the case, what about the price tag? What's going to happen in the future? Well, they're just waiting over a potential move with Elneny. So Elneny is definitely going to leave Arsenal as things stands now. So I just hate one thing. I just hate one thing. I don't know why I cannot see this, but Karim Adeyemi to Arsenal. What happened to that links, man? I just don't get it. Suddenly, it's nowhere to be seen. So let's see if that's going to be happening or not. So until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good night.